Hello everyone, welcome to PUC Online Classroom. So today I would like to continue our lesson, but before I talk about our next activity, I would like to give you the answer for activity number 2, which is about word power, jobs. So yesterday I asked you to fill in, right, into the right category. So right now let's check out together. So let's begin with chef. Chef is a cook. Let's say somebody who cooks food, all right? And that should be food service. And musician, someone who is good at, musical instruments like guitar, drums, so on and so forth. So that should be entertainment business, okay? How about pilot? What should be the category? So it is about traveling, right? So travel industry. Receptionist. What do you think about receptionist right here? I think receptionist can be office work, travel industry, but of course we will go to office work, all right, even though it can be possible with travel industry because usually all of this will need some kind of receptionist, except you know food service we need only cashier. But in some classical restaurant, they provide some kind of receptionist in the front so that they can ask for certain information about reservation and different kinds of food, things like that, okay. But for this case, we'll put receptionist with office work, and server is, let's say, vector of address, so it will go to food service. As a singer, we know exactly that it is about entertainment business. Tour guide, yeah, someone who guides, the tourist, all right, for a certain direction, so that it is going to be travel industry. And the last one, web designer. Okay, web designer. So it should be office work. Usually they work at the office. All right. So hopefully you have the same answers. So let's move on to next. For the listening, everyone, I will attach the listening so that you can download the listening and listen. Try to get the answer for part B once again, okay? Because I'm not going to give you the answer yet. So just listen to get the answers, all right? Okay, so now let's go to the next activity, which is about grammar focus. Number 5, simple present with WH questions and statements. As you can see right here, there are so many WH questions, and also they use WH words right here at the beginning. So because they use WH words at the beginning, so we call WH question. All right, as you can see right here, we have question with what, where, and how, things like this, okay. And what do you do, just like a job, and you can answer I am a student, or I have part-time job too, things like that, okay. And where, we ask about place, okay. And when you answer, everyone, according, you need to answer according to the subject, okay. For example, right here, what does Amy do, and then she's. So when it comes to the subject like he, she, or it, third person singular, you have to be careful. Sometimes we have to add s or es according to the verb. Do not just leave it as it is, okay. It doesn't mean that you just write without s or es with the third person singular, okay. You have to be careful with that, otherwise it's going to be incorrect. As you can see right here, when we use with I, you, we, they, and we use with normal verbs, so we don't really add anything. However, when we use with he, she, or it, we need to add s or es. This one we need to change to I and add es. As you can see right here, consonant plus y, according to the rule, if there is a consonant right here and plus y, so that we have to change y right here to I and add es according to the subject right here, okay. But what if this one is not a consonant, is a vowel, like stay, stay. So a is a vowel, so y is at the end, so we don't change at all. Why? Because A is a vowel. So if it is a vowel, so do not change, just add S. For example, stay, stays. But right here, study, so D is a consonant, so according to the rule, you have to change Y to I and add ES when it comes to the subject he, she, or it. Alright? And teach, CH, so you need to add ES because it ends in CH. Alright, anything, any verbs that end in CH, S, sh, so you have to use es. All right, even ext, you also need to add es. And do and go, so these are two verbs that end in o, so you have to add es. All right, and have, it is an irregular verb, so you have to change to has according to the subject right here. So let's try to understand more about, present simple with WH question. All right, so let's take a look at this handout all together. So here are some more WH questions. So we have question word where, we ask about place, when, we ask about time, you know that, why, we ask for a reason, who, ask about people, how is about method or in what way, and another meaning of how is just like asking for the amount, okay, the number of something, just like how old are you, okay, and how much do you earn, okay, things like this, how many students, all right, and then we move on to what, okay. So let's go to one example of each WH word. So as you can see right here, where do you live, and you have to answer they live, in Sinowil. I live in Sinowil according to the question right here. Just like where do your parents work, and then you can say they work at the Ministry of National Defense. And when is about time, just like when do they leave, okay. Why do you want to know, all right. Who do they go on holiday with, okay. And how do you come to class, another how, which is about asking for the number or the amount of something, so you can say how old are you, okay, things like this. All right, and as you can see, the answer with the verb live, you have to ask when it comes to singular subject or third person singular subject, okay, we have to add s, es, or ies according to the verb. All right, don't worry, you will have this handout for you. So let's go back to our lesson. As you can see right here, we have exercise A, okay. So your job is to do exercise right here by going to 1, 2, 3, and 4 right here. So just fill in the conversation with WH question, and you need also to answer to the question, all right, by looking at the subject. If the subject I, maybe you don't need to add s or es, but if the subject is he, she, or it, you have to be careful. All right, sometimes you have to add s, es, or ies. All right, so you need to be careful anytime you do this kind of thing, okay. And if you have a question for this grammar point, everyone, don't worry about this, you can leave me a question in our Telegram group chat. I will answer to your questions. All right, so that's it for this one, everyone. B and C, I'm not going to focus on that, but let's go to number 6, which is about writing a biography. I'm not going to ask you to write a paragraph or a short description, but I just want to explain what a biography means. All right, so a biography is just like your profile about your own background, so you need to write the information about yourself. Okay, as you can see right here, her biography. My partner is a chef. She works in a very nice restaurant near our school, and she cooks Italian, blah blah blah. All right, so as you can see right here, she describes her partner, all right, or let's say her or his biography. All right, and then you can come up with yourself about your own information by giving first is about your name, and then about your job and where you're from exactly, and what you work, sorry, where you work and what you work. All right, just like what you do exactly, okay. and what are your favorite activities during your weekend or when you have holidays, things like that. All right, so I'm not going to ask you to write, don't worry about this. I just want to explain what a biography means. All right, so let's go to number 7. Again, number 7 is about listening. I work in the afternoon, so your job is to listen to Christina and taxi driver. All right, so you're going to listen to both of them. In part A, just listen and practice and find out difficult words right here. And after this, you can go to part B, everyone. Listen to the rest of the conversation. What time does the taxi driver start work? Okay, what time does he finish? So you will listen to this conversation, especially both of them, and try to answer to the question in part B. All right, so I will give you the answer later. How about number 8? We are not going to focus on that pronunciation, so let's go to number 9, which is about grammar focus. So I'm not going to explain this yet, so I will keep for the next session. All right, so for tomorrow I will finish number 9, okay, and number 12. So it means that I'm going to finish the lesson tomorrow. All right, so once again, everyone, if you have any question, if you want to get respond quickly or the answers quickly, so I would like you to send your questions, or you can voice in our Telegram group chat, and I will answer to your question. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Goodbye.